Welcome to Sage Wisdom by Harris, and I am doing the mini astrological reading for the sun sign of Gemini. And I already prayed over the cards, calling in divine guidance, protecting the space from any negative energy. Only messages for your highest good are to come through. Thank you for visiting my channel. After you watch the message and it resonates with you, you can like and subscribe. This is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to all the Geminis, but I'm going to try to keep it as general as I can to reach as many Geminis as I possibly can, okay? All right, so I already laid out the spread. The overall energy for the spread is the Knight of Swords. I'm going to show you the card first. And what I pick up, okay, before I even start this, the overall is the Knight of Swords, but the energy I picked up, and I kind of wrote down some notes when I was meditating and shuffling the cards, is that the winds of change are blowing. Like I literally got my window here open and my balcony out back open. It was just like this warm gush of wind. It felt really good. Like if you embrace this change, it's going to be a good change, okay? So the winds of change are blowing, and your world's about to change. Things are about to change. It may seem chaotic, like as this new energy ushers in, but the main thing I want you to know is pay attention to the color blue, which is for communication, and I have a purple color here, which I really think is representing magenta, and a change is coming in for you guys, and the answers that you're needing is about to come in. It's about to be communicated to you from the divine. Look at his sword. It's like it's divine. So the answers are about to come through to you from the divine once you surrender to this divine change that's about to usher into your life. You have to surrender to it, okay? Because what you're feeling like the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is good because he's in control of the situation. However, if he's not balanced with things, he can come off as dominant and arrogant, you know. So it's a matter of balancing your emotions as these changes come in, because what's crossing the King of Wands, which is representing you, is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's showing you that we got this king here, so he used to think being a certain way, so he's kind of stuck in his ways, kind of arrogant, but things are about to change. So we got the Wheel of Fortune crossing him. So as things change, the approach you take to this change is going to have to be different. You know, we don't want you to get stuck in your ways. We don't want you to be set in the ways that you were doing things, because this change is going to need you to be flexible and fluid like water, basically. At the foundation of this, you have the Hermit, and the Hermit is saying go within and connect with the divine as this is happening, because it can be hard, can be rough on people when adjustments are needing to be made, because things are, again, about to change. Okay, so it's important. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. The overall card, the Knight of Swords, is like communication. So speaking your truth. So it's going to be important that you speak your truth. And I don't know, some of you Geminis, maybe you guys got an argument with your spouse, or, you know, things are just kind of sticky in some type of situation. Or really think it's your spouse, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, that type thing. But what they're saying is you need to communicate your truth, but make sure you balance your emotions with it and doing it from a place of love, and make sure you praying to God to make sure you're communicating the right message. Don't be stubborn and stuck in your ways and try not to hear what the other person is trying to say, because it's important for you. The communication goes both ways, is talking and listening. And when you listen, you really have to listen, not just sit there and pretend you're listening because you feel like you're right. Open up to try to understand what the other person is saying, so that you guys can come to a real kind of a change that's good for both of you, not just one person or the other, or, you know, you see what I'm saying? Okay, so in the past, it was, you know, looking at the past placement, you got the Page of Cups. So whatever's happening, the emotional argument, the conversation that needs to be had between you and your spouse is going to be good as long as you're open to what they're saying. You have to be open to what they're saying, even if you think, oh no, it's not going to benefit me. Listen, just open up and ask God to help you. Listen with your heart. Listen with your heart. Okay. So then, once you have this conversation with an open heart, open mind, open soul to your spouse, it's like you guys are going to reach a point where you can put some things behind you and start looking to the future. Okay, so it's gonna be like you're gonna make progress in your relationship. or if it's not a relationship, in a situation, okay? And you're going to start embodying the Emperor. Like, he's more stable. He's balanced and stable emotionally. He's not trying to control things and being stubborn and arrogant about things like this King of Wands here with change. He is embracing change and realizing everything is coming full circle, and he's taking that into consideration, and he's calm, and he's balanced with his emotions. He's humbled. That's what he is. He's humbled, not arrogant. This is the arrogant person. If you get an argument, you know, listen to your spouse, and you're like, whatever, I'm right with this. I don't got time for this. Okay, see how he looking away, like if the spouse was looking at him right here, he'd looking away like whatever. But the Emperor has humbled himself, and he understands all sides of the situation, because he communicated with divine, and he opened his heart and his mind to be more understanding. So he's more balanced with his emotions and with the situation of change that's coming through, okay? All right, so then for yourself, the Hierophant. Show your card and look at the card to read it. He's wanting you to bring divine wisdom down into yourself. You're able to manifest what it is you want to manifest in a situation with the people and things that you want to manifest. You can manifest the situation the way you want to, okay? But you have to be connected to the God source, and you have to be open to what's being communicated to you from the divine and from your partner, okay? It could be a family member, but I seriously think it's a love partner, okay? Your environment is the Seven of Pentacles, so there's a lot of good financial news coming through in your home, so you guys are stable. You guys are going to be emotionally secure. That's what it's saying to me. Emotionally secure. But you have to take the steps to lead you to this place, and the steps involved as this wind of change come. Make sure you're being open to communication, open to divine communication, open to whatever it is your partner is trying to communicate to you, so you can come to a conclusion that's beneficial for both of you guys, okay? So, all right, so then you have hopes and fears. You have the Lover's card, and I'm going to tell you what this means in a few minutes. What is wanting you to understand is you can live life fully and passionately, okay? You can live life fully and passionately, but you need to stop judging your partner and how they are. Like, it's like you're being judgmental in a situation, okay? But you have to learn how to balance your future, where you're taking in what they need and what your needs are, and you balancing that, okay? And then you can look more towards a harmonious future. You have to relaunch this situation where it has a more balanced energy. The Justice card, okay? So what I got is, so let me just recap before we start. The overall for your reading, you have the Knight of Swords. So it's ushering winds of change. It's ushering in change, but it's like you and the spouse are in some kind of like dispute, some kind of argument where y'all going back and forth arguing, right? And it's like you need answers. I need answers. I need answers. So the answer, in order to get the answer, you need to surrender to divine, so you can open up your heart and mind for what it is that is trying to be communicated to you, because your spouse and people around you are trying to communicate something to you, but because you're so stuck in your ways and kind of judgmental of the situation, it's like you're coming off as arrogant, like you already know. You don't already know. You really do need the answer, so you need to humble yourself so you can receive the message, okay? Because this change is coming about, and the way you humble yourself, just kind of go within, pray, ask for divine and angelic assistance along the way, and that it's going to balance your emotions out, so you're going to be calmer, okay? And then you're going to start making progress to where you need to be, which is being in the Emperor energy, being more balanced and more stable, emotionally stable, okay? You're going to discover that your wisdom, sometimes wisdom comes in withdrawing and being silent and taking in information so that you can process. Sometimes you don't need to respond right away, and a lot of times communication, it goes both ways. So the talking part for you, hold back on the talking part and just focus on the listening part and processing, and then consulting with your higher source, with God, to help you understand how to maneuver through the situation. You're going to find that you're going to be in a more emotionally stable position after you do this, and you can live life more fully and passionately. You have more passion for your lover because you're going to be able to understand them. The only reason you can't understand them now is because you're getting in your way. You know what I'm saying? Your arrogance and your stubbornness is making you can't see the full picture, because it's not one-sided, it's two-sided. Relationship is not just you, it's you and your partner, okay? Or partner. Some people have more than one partner. But anyway, then once you do this, you're going to be balanced more, and you're going to be able to relaunch your future, because you're going to look more towards a harmonious future between you and another person. It's not just your way, or it's not just their way. It's coming together, okay? If that makes sense. Okay, so then what I did, I pulled some of the Archangel Michael cards, and the first card you got was decide to be happy now. So you make a decision to be happy, okay? You know, do I want to be right in the situation, or do I want to be happy? That's what you ask yourself. Because in relationships, it's not going to always be 100% the way that you want it to be. It's compromise. That's just the way of relationships. So you have to make a decision to be happy. And if you know something you could do to make your spouse happy, which is as simple as listening and understanding their viewpoint, why not do that? If you love them, right? If you love this person, I think you do. You got a passionate connection with your partner, so why not listen? Okay, so here's a prayer you can say. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. Simple prayer. Okay. Then I want you to know that the situation is already resolved. So the thing that you worried about, if you knew that the situation was already resolved, would you worry as much about it? That's what you ask yourself. So you can pray, I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you, God, for resolving this issue. And you can say whatever the issue is in detail to you. Thank you for resolving this issue in a divinely perfect way. So if you believe that it's already healed, that alone kind of can calm your emotions down. And you just know that you need to take the steps to get to the stable point in your relationship on a physical level. And truth is in the spirit world is already healed. But you got to take the practical steps. So that means connecting with source, connecting with the divine, going within yourself. You know what I'm saying? As this change is coming about, you connecting with the divine, so you soar up to the heavens, so that you can communicate more wisely on the matter. And a lot of times communication is not just talking, communication is listening, and then like processing, and then together coming to a balanced decision on where you think that you should be. So they gotta explore your options. So what this means for you guys is when your person is communicating to you what it is that they're wanting or whatever their concerns are, explore that. Let your mind flow and go where they're at. Try to put yourself in their shoes, understand where they're coming from. Let your mind just wander. Don't try to keep defending your position, being stubborn and stuck in your ways. No, listen. Let something turn over so that you can understand the other person's point of view. And that's what they mean by that, okay? And then sometimes when you detach from a situation, maybe just stop feeling so strong in your viewpoint just for a second, because you already know what your viewpoint is. You're not going to forget it. You know what I'm saying? But detach from what you're saying and what you're feeling, and ask God to help you understand what your partner's feeling by connecting you to their emotional and spiritual selves, so you can understand their point of view, so that you can be more humble and adjust to this change that they're wanting, that you both are wanting, okay? In order for this change to take place, you have to stop and listen, because part of communication is listening, not you always doing the talking, okay? So it's like the gold and silver angel wings. The silver is the emotional part, which is feminine, and the gold is the masculine part, which is action, okay? So it said, let your inner voice be heard. Okay, let's go for both of you guys. Let your inner voice be heard. So what I feel like that means is you can say your point in this discussion, in this argument, whatever you want to call it, but don't let your words is your wand. So whatever you speak, you can speak that into existence. So don't speak from a superficial or egotistical standpoint. Speak from your soul, okay? Let your inner voice be heard. Speak the truth. What is the thing that you're trying to communicate, okay? Because you may be trying to communicate something, but you get stuck in an argument. You even forget what it is that you're arguing about because you're trying to make a point. It's like it's starting to be more the principle of the matter. But if you can figure out, write down what it is that you're trying to communicate so you can get that message across and don't get lost in the crossfires, okay? Because it does seem like this could be emotional explosion, but if you need to keep cool as these changes unfold, because it might not be what you want to hear, the thing that your partner's trying to communicate to you, but whatever it is going to change your relationship in a better direction if you're willing to listen and fully understand their viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Understand where they're coming from. Then it says, let yourself go more with the flow. Again, as your person is communicating to you, don't try to resist what they're saying. I don't want to hear. No. Don't try to resist it. Hear it, because it's important. It's an important part of the growth. It's an important part of the growth in your relationship. Okay, so it's just very important. Okay, you're gonna get the answer that you're seeking, but you only get it if you're going along with this change or this message that they're trying to communicate to you. Okay. So then for your golden cards, it says the wind of change are blowing. Like we said, that's the general message, because I keep feeling the warm wind blowing. Change is coming through. You know, only way for you to embrace this change is for you to not be judgmental of the situation. Okay, no matter how horrible it may seem. Okay, so you need to relaunch your future, and you look for a more harmonious future by taking in both of you guys is like argument on this situation. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen to their argument, go there with them, and try to understand where they at, and they got to do the same for you, vice versa. And then y'all can come to whatever it is y'all want once you get a clear understanding and talk with divine, letting the egos go so that you can hear the real message. Okay. The key is violet for psychic and spiritual development, and it's important that you look at this card. Chaotic change. So it can be chaotic, or it can be like just change coming through real fast and nice and smooth. But the only thing to make it chaotic is if you resist the change, and the way you resist it is not communicating effectively with your partner. So violet is connected to divine, and then the blue color in here, because you got the key is blue to find personal truth, is the communication, but in a calm way. Okay. Also, the key is the magenta and to open up to unconditional love. So unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? Like you love your kid. I love my kid unconditionally. He could do something horrible, but I'm still going to love him, okay? So you open up to unconditional love, like the love from the divine. Magenta is the emotional balance, and it's like the universal love. So it's embodying compassion and kindness, but, you know, like that type of love. Compassion and kindness, okay? The key is to healing with earth, air, and water. So balancing the elements, balancing your emotions, your mind, your spiritual self, your physical self, your logical thinking self, and that's healing those parts and bringing the balance into this situation is what's going to help you get through it. Okay, and that's the general message. And I'm doing real good with time because 18 minutes in, and I'm just going to close the reading out. Anything else you want Gemini to know for the month of September? In regards to this reading and their spouse, we know that the answers that they're seeking is coming, but they need to surrender to the divine. But what is it that you want them to know? Okay, so you got the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then a Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to show you because two of them are reversed, okay? Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands that's reversed. The Queen of Wands is reversed. I'm going to tell you what they each mean in a few minutes. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So let me look at the cards and tell you what they mean. So the Ace of Pentacles mean this stable new future is coming. Is there. It's right there. You have the stable, secure future with you and this partner is right around the corner. Okay? You have the Knight of Wands, because this has been a long journey for you guys, and right now you're not feeling as stable because it's reversed. That red is representing the root chakra, which means stability, but it's been a long journey for you guys. And not only has it been long, it's been an unhappy kind of argumentative journey, because it's upright. This card is a cheerful woman, but this way not so cheerful. Okay, so it's been a long and kind of harsh journey right now. But you will reach your 9 of Pentacles. You are going to reach the ending that you want, the abundance that you need, the security and the stability in a relationship. You're going to get that. Right now, it may not seem that way, but you're right on the edge. But what you need to do is connect with divine, like I always say. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to handle a situation, or the way you're handling a situation is not working for you, connect with the higher source and ask for divine wisdom. You got the Hermit card. Then go within so you can get enlightenment and so you can know how to deal with this change that's coming about. Because the reason why this argument and stuff is happening is because this change needs to happen. But it's only going to happen if you get the wisdom from yourself, which is from your higher self, once you go within and get enlightenment from God, okay? All right, Gemini, this is the reading for September. Like I said, I do personal readings. I can do, what I got? What's my price? $20 for 30 minutes, but I'll put the information in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next month.